Back, you're watching Today, and our Heritage Month gives us the opportunity to showcase our diverse cultures. And this often happens through clothes, language, and of course music. One food outlet prides itself on selling traditional food, trying to capture the culinary experience of those who lived before us. We're joined by chef and founder of Cucumbers and Cream, Tshego, to chat about their menu and different offerings available. A very good afternoon to you, Tshego, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. Tell us a little bit about cucumbers and cream, if you will, and really just the story behind it and the heritage that it carries.
Good afternoon, and good afternoon to all the viewers. Cucumbers and Cream started off as really me wanting to express myself through food, and as a means of, I didn't want to be employed. After varsity, I decided, let's go for Cucumbers and Cream. And so how we know food, there's messaging through food, there's history through food. That's why I feel like it's important for us to also move away from just speaking about just languages and clothing and our vibrant colors, but also the food. Imagine you are able, just through a taste and a bite of a meal, you're able to taste what your ancestors or people that lived way before you were experiencing through taste.
And food is a very important component of any culture in South Africa, many would argue, because it represents different things for different nuances within a culture, you know, for celebrations or for a funeral, for royalty. For example, I learned for the first time with the passing of Prince Mangosuthu Buthelezi, for example, that the AmaZulu nation eat giraffe meat, for example, on certain occasions. So food is representative of a lot of milestones within different cultures. Talk us through that component and really just the role that it plays on your menu as well.
Yes, definitely. So with me as well, that was a new information that came to me to say, oh, I didn't know people eat giraffes, for instance. So if we shared, like my goal is with us sharing the richness of our heritage through food. If we did that, we'd know that. So my goal ultimately with Cucumbers and Cream and with SA Foods as well, they are also big. I'm the South African ambassador. It's under the African Food Network. So what we do is actually trying to create an encyclopedia of food, African food. That's a story of our heritage, but through food instead of just stories. So it is, for me, with almost every meal that I post, I try to bring it back to our African heritage. If I go to a client, for instance, and there's a menu, this is the type of menu they want, I do try bringing those few elements here and there, because I feel as much as we celebrate food from other cultures that have nothing to do with us or other nations, we should be the ones that are putting our food forward to say, ke ja mogodu and it's okay. Ke galetse umphokoqo, for instance, and it's okay because it's part of our heritage. We should be in a position to celebrate that and not have it as a way of, because now we brag about ke ja mogodu as today I decided to know. It should be a part of what we do. Just as much as other cultures celebrate their food, we shy away from it. So the whole purpose is to have African food being put forward as competing with other foods in the world.
As a norm instead of the exception, if you will, right? What are some of the popular recipes that are included here?
So definitely mogodu. A few weeks ago, I tried out scopo for the first time, and it was amazing. So from the whole experience, from cleaning it to cooking it, so those type of experiences of cleaning mala, for instance. So it's even more, not just about the food, but the experience. Be okay with cleaning mala mogodu and that whole process from the bed to the actual food being on your plate. Cherish all of that. But it's your mala mogodu, pork trotters, samp, steamed bread, the likes. Those are my absolute favorites.
Yeah, no, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. And we wish you the best as you continue to carry forward that heritage of African cuisine as something that's normal and not something that's set apart for a special occasion or the like. That is chef and founder of Cucumbers and Cream, Tshego, joining us this afternoon.